Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Bebop here. Today's video, we're going to be talking about the Gorgon Raid and potentially will it be shut down until they can patch the last boss and the room that is the inner chamber. Now, in that room, the inner chamber is where the issue comes up. You got that spore cloud that spawns on you. You build up stacks of nature damage or whatever it is, even though it's not really ticking you for any damage for some reason. Maybe that's a bug too, not sure. But basically you would carry that all the way up into the last boss, and you just use Contagious Upheaval with the sword, and you would transfer that damage to the boss, and you could kill it. Schmeck's group killed it in less than 10 seconds, about 7 seconds. Now, I won't be showing that. That's his content, so I'm going to link his channel, which he's one of the best players in the game. So you need to be checking out his channel anyways, and he's blowing up on YouTube lately, so go over there, give him a like and subscribe. Also, my old speedrun tank, Mr. Mojito, showed me how to kill the Medusas in the whole maze area. We used an upheaval, getting a couple stacks or 3 stacks of the damage that the Medusas do, and then you just return that right to her, and boom. Now, doubt that that's supposed to be intended. So looks like they're going to have to shut down the raid and figure out what's going to happen, because they're not quick with any bug fixes, right? Well, the Medusa one's not really a problem so much as the final boss one. The problem with that is less than 10 seconds, doing 170-something thousand damage per tick. That's not supposed to be in the game, obviously, and that busts the whole raid. It just ruins it. Also, in the infected room, if you build up those stacks of nature damage and you just return it to the birds, they just die within like 3 seconds. So that's not supposed to be a thing either. So that whole room is just buggy, and it's been buggy with the whole water not coming out on some of the runs, and that's kind of what New World is right now in AGS. And if you're new to New World, well, hey, that's what we deal with here. We love the game. We love the combat, but the constant bugs and issues like this plague this game. Will it change? Don't think so. Not until maybe they go to a new engine and they really put effort into fixing these problems. So the raid right now, there's going to be some new speedrun times. That's for sure. I guess you will see the speedrun crews get out there and probably beat this in less than, 15 minutes. It's going to be crazy. So anyways, be sure you check out both of their channels. I'll link them in the comments. Mojito has a channel. He's going to be showing you how to do certain stuff in the dungeons. He's one of the best leaders in New World as far as for the worm or the raid here. So he's a great shot caller and all around good person too. Now, does it make sense for them to shut down the whole raid? Probably not. Will they maybe cancel the ability of the upheaval? Probably. Now, I believe that they can do something like that. We will see, but they really need to look at the Gorgon Raid as a whole. Getting rewards only once a week is absolutely terrible. Your top in-game content, since you absolutely destroyed M3s, is really runnable once a week unless you really enjoy doing it for 0 rewards. Now, if they would let the named enemies drop the weapons or maybe a token here and there throughout the dungeon, the weapons that are not the named ones, just the regular Gorgon weapons at whatever gear score, 700 to 725, that would at least be beneficial and more exciting. Just having rewards drop once a week, I've seen a problem with this so far. Now, when you get to like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, everybody's already ran it. A lot of people don't want to rerun it, or they've already done it a few times through the week. And the people that worked all week or whatnot, and they want to run it on the weekend, I've heard a lot of people saying they just can't find groups. That they just can't find groups, and when they do, public lobbies, you know how that gets down. Now, people are getting better at running this. They're starting to understand more of the mechanics. People are starting to get angrier trophies and more coatings and understand the benefits of owning 3 homes in this game and the damage boost you get from the trophies. But still, public lobbies are very difficult to tolerate, and a lot of people don't have their mics on or communication on, and so that way when you try to bark out commands, they don't listen, and the damage just seems insanely low for some people. And I think that might improve over time, but they need to do something to spice up the rewards here to make it more repeatable. What you did to M3s, I can't find an M3 random lobby in a North American server to save my life. Now, I've heard that from other people on other servers. I'm on US East Rosa, and basically the only time we're running M3s is with the company teammates. and that's it. I've seen one M3 lobby in 3 weeks, I believe. That's just a random person trying to get a lobby, and it's just like one DPS person, because no one tanks and no one heals apparently. So they also need to look at making that more beneficial for tanks and healers to maybe get more gold or something to incentivize that. New players don't want to tank, they don't want to heal for the most part. Then a lot of ranged players for the new players. I don't maybe understand the appeal of always being one to be ranged in the game, but I think that's kind of the go-to right now. OPR is nothing but Star Wars out there. I mean, laser beams and all sorts of stuff flying around, man. It is just range everywhere. Now, I guess we did have our melee meta with the bruisers and whatnot. You got to switch stuff up, promote new weapons or whatnot. Maybe the pistol weapons come out soon. Who knows? We don't have a roadmap from AGS. Once again, if you're new to AGS and how they get down, lack of communication with the player base, lack of content updates, the lack of bug patches and fixes, and when those come, usually something else is breaking or whatnot. Now, that happens in all games, that are online, but it happens here a lot. If I made a list of all the bugs in this game, I'm almost guaranteeing I'm gonna be over 200. I think there's over 200. I really do. Now, maybe that might be a little bit out there. I don't know. I think you could probably come up with at least 100. I really wish that they would go ahead and bump the rewards up for this. Make it where every time you run it, you can have a chance to get another weapon that you want to get and that you want to farm. And then maybe get some more tokens or something, man. You get basically 10 Gorgon tokens per week. So it takes 4 weeks to be able to craft a 725 piece. Man, that is just slow for your main in-game content. The worm, forget about public groups in the worm. I've seen companies run it and they can't really figure it out yet, and it's taken forever to do that on fresh start servers. The worm's insanely hard, and it's basically impossible for public groups to get done. The damage is low, the shot calling and all that. I mean, woo, bruh. I mean, I'm glad that they made it more difficult because it's exciting, it's challenging. But until everybody on the fresh start server start getting all their trophies and getting everything down, I won't be taking part in that again. The state of the game right now with the player numbers decreasing a lot, especially since Call of Duty came out, and there's going to be other games coming out. World of Warcraft has fresh start server starting in about a month, so that's going to take some players, I'm sure. It's if they don't come out with a roadmap and some news here soon on something, then we're going to be right back pre-Eternum, dead game. I hope that doesn't happen that way. A lot of new players, I'm not trying to be all doom and gloom, but a lot of new players are really enjoying the game. They stop by the stream, they tell me how much they're enjoying the combat, they're ranking up, they can't wait to get on it when they get home and play it, and that's really, really exciting. I hope AGS takes that into consideration and really starts pumping out some more in-game content, maybe some more rewards. The rewards in this game are just so lackluster. You just don't get stuff that you're just really excited about. I mean, think back to something that's dropped that you're just so excited about. The most time you get excited about anything is when you're spending a crap ton of gold crafting whatever it is, and now let's go use that. Then when you jump into OPR or PvP to go use that, and then you got the critical damage bug. So then you're taking way more critical damage. You got to take off your clothes, put them back on, or switch weight classes and switch back. It's just, it should not be in the game. I mean, how many people are out there just loading into OPR, not knowing it, and they're going out there just taking hella damage and not knowing why, unless you keep up with all that stuff. And after a while, when you played this game for years, if you're, someone like my position where you play this game since beta, way back in July 2021, man, you kind of stop paying attention to all the bugs. You're just like, whatever. There's something else. Who cares? You just deal with it. All right. There's no other MMO like this one out here. We all want this one to succeed. The combat in this is just so good. And we keep holding on. We keep holding out. Anyways, I'm going to end the video there. I don't want to go all too doom and gloom. I might make another video where I go over all the different bugs and issues. But it might be more fatiguing making that and depressing than actually beneficial. So anyways, the Gorgon Raid needs to be addressed. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you have any ideas for videos, let me know. And I stream every day live on Twitch. Feel free to stop by. I'll see y'all then. Have a good day. Later.